In this video, we're going to install the VVTI pulley, the other pulley, so which is the intake and exhaust. We're also going to plug this guy here, which is the solenoid that activates the VVTI. And of course, to put all of this, we need to put the back cover. So let's go to work. First thing we gotta do is we gotta get this cover here, which is pretty simple to clean, to be honest. And we're gonna put this right in there, and there you go. And we are going to put 4 bolts, one here, and 2 down there. I gotta use the smaller torque wrench. Alright. Since I'm here, I'm going to put the solenoid in there. For the solenoid, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get and put a little bit of oil in here on the hang on, so I don't drop oil. On the solenoid, there's a gasket. Just put a little bit of oil in there and slowly put this to the end, and then wiggle a little bit like this until it goes all the way down. There's a bolt on the top which is also a 10mm, and that's also probably torqued at 8.8 foot-pounds. So there we go. So that's down. Now the VVTI pulley. So you get here in the pulley, check this out. If you look inside, there's a one part of the circle right down here which is cut, right? Can you see better? And if you look in here, sorry I'm moving a lot. If you look in here, there's a kind of dowel pin, right? So what you need to do is just be sure that you align that dowel pin in there, and then you push carefully all the way to the end, because also there's a seal on the back that we put grease and stuff, so we want to be sure that that thing goes all the way to the end. So this here uses a hex wrench, which is like this, a hex socket, and it's a 10mm. So we put this bolt in there. Now we need to torque at 59 foot-pound, and as we torque, we need to, let me take you up here. I took the cover off. We need to put this guy in here. You see there is a spot that I actually can get in there here. So I'm gonna hold this as I torque in there, and of course I cannot just leave in here, because otherwise I'm gonna keep pushing to this wall, and of course that's not gonna be very good. Alright, so I have 59 foot-pound in here, and now I need to do like this, and gotta be sure. Man. Okay, I'm just gonna double check the numbers to be sure that I reach 59 foot-pound. Alright, camera is there. Okay, I got it. We got this. And now with the 17mm, we got the other side. So there are 2 sides in here. I don't think that matters. Both sides have the markings. I'm gonna get the one that has white in it. with the outside, but they're gonna work regardless. So you put it in there. There's same thing. There's a dowel pin, and you know, 17 millimeter, and we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna put this in there. Hold the top. All right. Okay, we got it. 59 foot-pound. So we got those babies down. Yeah. And yeah, I guess we are ready now for the if you look here, we have the sprocket that goes down there. We also have the dumper, and yeah, and all the timing parts in here. I guess we are pretty close now to get all of this done. A couple more things. So we have the oil dipstick, and one thing, I'm gonna put this in there right now. Oop, I took the O-ring out of there. I got another of those O-rings, and one thing I like to do with the O-rings is to put some oil in there. Since they are oil O-rings, right? You don't do that to the water O-rings, of course, because some of them might not be resistant to oil. Nice. So it is there. And now let's go to the engine. So I'm gonna put this right in here. I'm gonna push it, and that's pretty much it. Another thing I did, I used a 14 millimeter to put this cap on. This is actually, it has a gasket in there, which we also replaced when we redone the VVTI. So check out that video if you want to. I think I have an extra. Yeah, so this is the set. This is the VVTI O-ring, and this is the O-ring for that cap. Right? It's like a gasket O-ring. So there's a new one in here that is preventing oil from leaking out of there, and the other O-ring is preventing oil from leaking out of the back. And this is what's going to decide what is the timing, how much timing is going to advance or retard in here as we're driving in lower gear, which is pretty cool. That was a very quick video. So I was just hoping that I couldn't find like specific videos for the pulleys and VVTI. I installed this on last video, but just in case you want to know, this is the oil feed for the VVTI and goes all the way down here. So there are two banjo bolts. One goes in here and then goes up, and the other one goes in there. I could not find torque spec for this, so I think I did 15 foot-pound, but it's mostly like kind of hand tight, and then you tight a little more because it has the nuts and has the banjo bolt. So I'm not sure how that works with torquing. Yeah, so it's getting excited about this thing here. Alright, let's go to the next video, see if we can get more of the timing parts installed. And do not forget, subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you on the next video.